Hi students, welcome to yet another session of my class. We are discussing paper World Classics. Let us continue our portions. Today we are going to discuss about Valmiki, Vyasa and Kalidasa in Sanskrit literature. Let us discuss about Valmiki. Yes, Maharshi Valmiki is considered to be the first poet of Sanskrit language. Maharshi Valmiki. We all are familiar with this writer, and he is considered to be the first poet of Sanskrit language. And he is also called Harbinger poet or Adi Kavi. Yes, he is also called Harbinger poet or Adi Kavi. The poet of poets. Yes, usually he is considered as the poet of poets. He gave the world the immortal epic, the Ramayana. Yes, we all are very familiar with this great work, that is great epic form, that is the Ramayana. By profession a highway robber, he came under the spell of Maharshi Narada and became a Brahmarshi. He not only sang the matchless greatness of Sri Rama, but gave shelter to his wife Sita Devi and taught the epic to Sri Rama's sons. The epic Ramayana dated variously from the 5th century BC to 1st century BC. It consists of 24,000 slokas and 7 cantos, otherwise called khandas. Yes, it consists of 24,000 slokas and 7 khandas. The Ramayana is composed of about 480,000 lines, about 4 times the length of the Iliad by Homer. Yes, it is composed of about 480,000 lines. That means about 4 times the length of the Iliad. And the Ramayana tells the story of a prince Rama of the city of Ayodhya in the kingdom of Koshala, whose wife Sita is abducted by Ravana, the demon king of Lanka. That is the storyline of this great work, Ramayana. It tells the story of a prince Rama of the city of Ayodhya in the kingdom of Koshala, whose wife Sita is abducted by Ravana, the demon king of Lanka. This is about our writer Valmiki. I think all of you understand about Valmiki. Next, we are going to discuss about Vyasa. Vyasa Krishna Dvaipayana, that is his full name. Vyasa Krishna Dvaipayana took his birth at the end of Dwapara Yuga. Krishna Dvaipayana was born of Parashara Rishi through the Malsikanyaka Satyavati Devi under some peculiar and wonderful circumstances. Yes, regarding his birth, that is Vyasa, his full name Vyasa Krishna Dvaipayana, he took his birth at the end of Dwapara Yuga. And Krishna Dvaipayana was born of Parashara Rishi through the Malsikanyaka Satyavati Devi under some peculiar circumstances. Parashara was a great jnani, that is his father, Parashara Rishi. Parashara was a great jnani and one of the supreme authorities on astrology. And his book Parashara Hora is still a textbook on astrology. The sage classified the primordial single Veda into 4. Hence, he was called Veda Vyasa or splitter of the Vedas. Yes, this sage, that is Vyasa, he classified the primordial single Veda into 4. That is, we have 4 Vedas. Sama Veda, Atharva Veda, Yajur Veda, then one more Veda. That is, the sage classified the primordial single Veda into. So this Vyasa classified the primordial single Veda into 4. Which are the 4 Vedas? Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda and Atharva Veda. These are the 4 Vedas. So he classified the primordial single Veda into 4. That is Rigveda, Samaveda, Yajurveda and Atharva Veda. Hence, that's why he was called Veda Vyasa. That's why he got the name Veda Vyasa, or otherwise called splitter of the Vedas, because that single he classified that primordial single Veda into 4. That's why he got that name splitter of the Vedas. The splitting being a feat that allowed mortals to understand the divine knowledge of the Veda. That is the objective behind the splitting of this great single Veda. That is, the splitting being a feat that allowed mortals to understand the divine knowledge of the Veda. He was the editor of the Vedic literature. The Sanskrit word Vyasa means split or differentiate or describe. That is the meaning of the word Vyasa. The Sanskrit word Vyasa means split, differentiate or describe. It also means editor. He is traditionally known as author of the Mahabharata, in which he also played an important role in Mahabharata. He is traditionally known as author of the Mahabharata, in which he also played an important role. I think all of you understand this writer, that is Vyasa Krishna Dvaipayana. Next we are going to discuss about Kalidasa. Kalidasa, you all are familiar with this writer, Kalidasa, and in the second module we are going to study Kalidasa's Ridusamhara, his poetry, his poem, that is Ridusamhara. Kalidasa, Sanskrit poet and dramatist, probably the greatest Indian writer of any epoch. The 6 works identified as genuine are the dramas Abhijnana Shakuntala, Vikramoorvashiyam and Malavigagnimitra, and the epic poems Raghuvamsha and Kumarasambhava, and the lyric Meghaduta. Yes, the 6 works identified as genuine are the first category, that is dramas, Abhijnana Shakuntala, Vikramoorvashiyam and Malavigagnimitra. Then his epic poems, that is Raghuvamsha and Kumarasambhava, and his lyric Meghaduta. His works are judged by the Indian tradition as realizations of literary qualities inherent in the Sanskrit language and its supporting culture. Yes, his works are judged by the Indian tradition as realizations of literary qualities inherent in the Sanskrit language and its supporting culture. He has become the archetype for Sanskrit literary composition. In drama, his Abhijnana Shakuntala is the most famous and is usually judged the best Indian literary effort of any period. We all are very familiar with this work, drama, that is Abhijnana Shakuntala. So in drama, his Abhijnana Shakuntala is the most famous and is usually judged as the best Indian literary effort of any period. As in all of Kalidasa's works, the beauty of nature is depicted with a precise elegance of metaphor that would be difficult to match in any of the world's literature. That is, the beauty of nature is depicted with a precise elegance that we can see in the next module, that is in Ridusamhara, that depiction of nature, that beauty of nature. That is one of the peculiarities of his writings. The beauty of nature is depicted with a precise elegance of metaphor that would be difficult to match in any of the world's literature. This is about Kalidasa. I think all of you understand these 3 writers, and we completed next branch, that is Sanskrit literature. So we already completed Greek literature, Roman literature and all the writers. Then next is a branch, that is Sanskrit literature and all the important writers. I think all of you understand this much. and there is a homework for you, and the homework is write a note on Valmiki, Vyasa and Kalidasa. Write your homework and send back to me. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you again.